The next story we're going to get into deals with the energy sector. So the energy sector caught my attention because it's not doing so well, but a lot of people will use the energy sector to gauge some good stocks to take advantage of when the energy sector is good. But maybe if the energy sector is not good, let me show you how to play the energy sector, still playing it to the downside. Here's a major stock that most people know about, Northern Oil and Gas. Earnings per share misses by 2 cents, misses on revenue, and that was that was today. That is today. It missed by 2 cents, and GAAP earnings per share beats by 13. Revenue, though, missed by 4.28 million. So on a big stock, Northern Oil and Gas, missing earnings is something that's talking a little bit about what's going on with the overall industry right now. I'm going to put another stock up here. Let's go to Chaparral Energy. Most people know about that as well. This was yesterday's data. Chaparral Energy misses earnings per share by 6 cents and misses on revenue. All right, so that is on the oil side, oil/energy. I'm going to look at one more in the energy sector, which is natural gas. Now, this was as of yesterday, natural gas. We all have a little bit of that, don't we?
You do.
Not me. Anyway, natural gas slumps to the biggest loss since January. All right, so now 3 stocks, Northern Oil, Chaparral, and natural gas are giving us a little bit of a picture as to what's going on in the energy sector. Let's get back to our watch list. I'm going to bring up Northern Oil. There we go. I'm also going to bring up UNG. I should actually sort this by company. There we go. All right, makes it even. There's UNG. We got natural gas. I'm going to bring up Chaparral. There it is, Chaparral. And I'm going to show you 2 ways from the bearish side to play these stocks. So I'm going to bring up DWT and DGAZ. I'm going to right-click. No, before I right-click. These are all ETFs. Well, 3 of them are ETFs. So when we use and analyze these stocks by way of our proprietary indicators on ETFs, 2 of our indicators, RV and RS, will be at a value of 1. For those of you who are new, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indicators, RV, RS, RT, VST, and CI, are our core proprietary indicators. All of them are cast on a scale between 0 and 2. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. But when we look at ETFs, they will be leveled out at 1. Now, the indicators to look at when you're looking at ETFs is going to be RT. This indicator looks at the short-term price trend of an individual stock. Also cast on a scale between 0 and 2. Above 1, RT above 1 shows you the stock is in an uptrend. Below 1, that the stock is in a downtrend. We have our master indicator, VST, which combines these into 1. Also cast on a scale between 0 and 2. And then the last indicator, the 5th one, is CI, or the comfort index. It looks at the stock's ability to withstand long or lengthy price declines. Above 1, the stock is more resilient to downturns, and below 1, the more susceptible to downturns. So DWT, DGAZ are the inverse of crude and natural gas, which are part of the energy sector. UNG is specifically about natural gas. Northern Oil, NOG, and Chaparral, CHAP, are our individual stocks. So let's start off with those. Every stock in our database gets assigned a value, what we feel the stock is worth. It is not a profit target. It is what we feel the stock is worth based on earnings and earnings growth. Earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. Good earnings means that a stock's price should continue to move higher. Bad earnings or earnings growth means that the stock's going to have more of a propensity to move to the downside. So Northern Gas, under its value, great. Chaparral Energy, trading at 90 cents, under its value, great. Now, let's look at the relative value on Northern Gas. This stock, RV, looks at the stock's long-term price appreciation potential. This stock has the ability to outperform a AAA corporate bond by 44% over the next 1 to 3 years. Long term, you might still want to look at NOG. and Chaparral Energy, RV at 1.04. This will outperform a AAA corporate bond by about 4%. Notice that Northern Gas does have a buy recommendation. Every stock in our database will get a buy, a sell, or a hold. And Chaparral has a sell recommendation. Now, let's go look at the relative timings. This is if the stock is in an uptrend or not. Notice that DWT and DGAZ are not in uptrends yet. DGAZ is a little faster, trying to get to the uptrend than DWT. Notice that natural gas is even closer to moving above 1. And remember, that's just looking at gas. Northern Oil has an RT of 1.27. Northern Gas is the only one within this segment that is currently in an uptrend right now. Chaparral definitely moving down. All right, let's take a look at these stocks. Now that I have them individually highlighted, we'll right-click, we'll view the stock graph. Move this over. UNG, look at that, a little bit moving sideways. I'm going to put this on a 3-month graph. We're looking at all of these stocks now in candlesticks. Open candles, good up day. Closed candles, good down day. Or a stock's price started at the top of the candle and pulled down. Notice that I'm at the 20-day exponential moving average. Notice that UNG is below it. General rule of thumb, if you find a stock that's above whatever moving average you like, in this case, we're using the 20-day exponential moving average. When it's above it, it's a good time to be in the stock. Below it, not a good time to be in the stock. All right, because this is an ETF, I do not have earnings on ETFs. Let's go to the next one. Northern Gas, out of this energy sector, Northern Gas, which is a petroleum, is actually moving up, not hot, not too far away from its 3-month high. So if I'm looking for a stock to play in an industry that's not overall doing so well, Northern Gas may be the stock to take a look at it. Nice open day today, very little wick at the top, very little wick at the bottom. I like that the earnings is higher than it was 3 months ago, and the volume is pretty steady. Volume is conviction. Before you pull the trigger on any stock, make sure that the volume is there to back up the movement on the stock. Let's go to the next stock, Chaparral. Not so good in this industry. Look at that, petroleum U.S. exploration. What is the stock doing? Moving sideways, currently below the 20-day exponential moving average. Now, if this stock does decide to move, let's make sure that it gets above that moving average and starts moving higher. I want to see that being done on rising volume. I see that the earnings per share is starting to move up, but still lower than it was 3 months ago. Next stock, DWT. Now, this may be the way to play, but it's not working yet. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. This is the inverse of crude. When crude is going down, this goes up. When crude is going up, this goes down. Notice that DWT right now is moving sideways, basing close to the 20-day exponential moving average, but not there yet. And the next one, which is DGAZ, look at the move on that. This is the inverse on gas. Now, if gas is hitting new lows since January, look at DGAZ starting to ramp up. All right, forming a little bottom here, getting close to the 20-day exponential. Once that DGAZ gets above that 20-day exponential moving average, you may be setting up for a good early entry. Look at the last time it happened. Found the bottom, broke above the 20-day where did you have an opportunity to make some money? Pulled back. All right, this is a 3-time leverage contra ETF. When it pulls back, it hurts. But did you have an opportunity to consistently make some money before it pulled and closed below that 20-day exponential moving average? The answer to that is yes. So keeping your eye on what's going on in an industry like energy industry or sector, this is the way the VectorVest software will help to propel you in the right stocks at the right time. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.